Looking forward to the Black Friday sales at different places, shopping and all. Yes, everybody's getting in a mood to spend a little and treat themselves at the end of this horrible year. Well, we've learned a lot from this. Okay, I'm going to talk today about my Glow Tea Formula 1, Healthy Aging. It's meant for anyone and everyone above the age of 20. Anyone can take it. I've made sure that the recipe that I have put together with the help of some experts in Ayurveda, that it suits all three body types, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. This is a tea that you can customize. Just before I continue, I would like to just introduce you to Glow Tea Power 1. And this is our packing for Diwali. This pouch has 100 grams of tea in these kinds of small sachets. They are lined sachets with a lock. And why not loose? So that they don't oxidate more than they should. They remain fresh, and you use one or two cups, and the rest remains fresh in these sachets. So it's a way of protecting from oxidation. So what you do is, ideally, to have this valuable tea with 14 ingredients, ideally you should have all the 14 ingredients that are there in this tea in the shape of this rough powder. It's intentionally rough because every time you crush a root, it oxidates pretty quick. So, and there are a few herbs too, but most of them are roots, Ayurveda roots, organic roots. Yes, but they oxidate fast. These are actually ground in the old Indian traditional way with the mortar and pestle. We've got an iron one. I'll show you sometime how it's, we've got a video already on IG, but I'll show you another way that we grind some of the leaves. There are some leaves too. So like holy basil is in the form of leaf, so we have to grind it in a different way. Anyway, there are 14 ingredients. I'll share with you all of them and talk about them because I want this tea to get ready by the end of the session. So I'm taking about 1 teaspoonful here and putting it here. Most of the sachets have 2 to 3 spoons full. They're not over full also, so that we don't waste any tea. I've kept hot water here so that we are ready to go. So I'm putting it here, about 150 ml of water. Try to use a wooden spoon, and I'll let it sit for about 15 minutes. Definitely 10 to 12 minutes is a must, ideally 15 minutes. And on the other hand, I've got this tea already steeped, but I've got it with the fuser, and this is for people who don't like to have rough stuff coming into their mouth, even if it's tasty or it is valuable, whatever. They like to have a clear tea. So this will be our clear tea. You see, there will still be some sediments of clove, or because it's a rough powder, so it's not sort of fully soluble, but it is pretty much clear. So some people like it clear, so they can do this. Steep it for 15 minutes. Yes, this is not like any other tea of 4 or 5 minutes. It's not from the tea plantations. So this is what it looks like, and this is how you can have it. You can put a little honey in it. If you don't want to, it's up to you. Right. So I'll put this aside and I'll talk about the Glow Tea Formula 1. All my experience of having Ayurveda for a number of years and putting some expertise in it, I found it a challenge to come up with a tea for all three body types, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. That's the way Ayurveda divides our bodies according to those 5 elements which I've discussed before. So, if someone wants to customize, they can sometimes look at the ingredients and say, look, this is not going to suit me. Reason being, some people are allergic to saffron. Somebody may be allergic to Shilajit powder. Somebody may be allergic to nutmeg. One doesn't know. But it's good if you know. So if you send us a message and say, this doesn't suit me or that doesn't suit me, we can customize. That's the beauty about our Ayurveda teas and uniqueness. We can replace it with a root or herb that suits you. Or you have a pain point, we will customize it to solve your pain point, a solution to your pain point. So it's not just that we make this tea with 14 ingredients and, oh, okay, you take it or leave it. No. We are open to discussion. We can customize it. Each bag is done specially for you. It's not that we make the bags beforehand and keep them. No. But as a standard, as I mentioned, that all 14 ingredients are here. They're listed here, and the nutritional value is also listed here. And it's Fasai approved from India because our source is from India. Now, each of these pouches gives you 60 to 70 cups of tea if you're having it in this manner without the steeping. Without the steeping. 60 to 70 cups of this, and if you are having more, if you're doing this way, then the steeper has this residue left. You can see that inside, and you can reuse this because saffron takes time to open up. That's one of the reasons why saffron, and there are 1 or 2 other things like Bengal velvet beans, nutmeg, they take time to become soluble. So that's why 15 minutes. But with this, you can have about 100 to 120 cups because you can reuse. And definitely up to 3 times you can reuse. However, if you feel it's become too light after second use, you can discontinue. Or you can add a little more powder to it. You know, less is more sometimes. So just adjust it according to your taste. When I spoke to the practitioners and the real experts of Ayurveda, and I discussed the ingredients, so they asked me to add some, delete some, and so on. So we've got these 14 ingredients. Some of the very important ones I'll mention. We have Himalayan Shilajit powder in this. We have Kashmir saffron, complete strands of it. We don't crush them. We just put the strands as it is. And you'll notice that good saffron, the strands remain like that. They are not 100% soluble, and they'll open up a little. And they have that deep yellow color, which really shows it the second time when you steep it. It shows more on the second time. So Himalayan Shilajit, saffron, nutmeg, wild asparagus. Wild asparagus, it's called musli. There is white and black root. We crush that. Now that has got a lot of advantage of sleep as well as some benefits of mood swings correction, as well as it gives your libido a lift. It's great for sex drive. So some of all the ingredients, I'll just quickly mention them. So Shilajit is from Himalayas, saffron from Kashmir, Indian ginseng, and muesli, that's wild asparagus, Ceylon cinnamon, cardamom, Bengal velvet beans are very hard, very difficult to crush, and that's why they're not soluble that easily. Herbal ignite, even New Zealand discovered herbal ignite many hundred years ago. There's kudzu, Spanish chamomile, nutmeg, yam, sweet potato, clove, green cardamom, licorice, and silver supplement, edible silver. There is green tea as well in this. However, some people feel, and Ayurveda says that sometimes green tea can make the other ingredients less effective. So we've kept it optional. If somebody wants the green tea, we put in organic green tea. I found this a great challenge when I went to the practitioners and they told me, okay, you have to adjust this and that, and you know how much quantity, what proportion of each, because 14 is a lot of ingredients. Yeah. So what does it help you in? So one, in detoxing and cleansing your fat, helping people to increase their energy and vitality. It boosts fertility for both fertility and reproductive health for women. It helps sperm count as well, but not as much as Shilajit. So it boosts your immune system most definitely. Things like cramps and muscle spasms and all such ailments, they just vanish within a week. Yes, you can read some testimonials on the website. It's a mood changer. It has a glowing effect on the skin, improves sex drive. And even if the green tea is not there, it's full of polyphenols, flavonoids, and theanine because of the roots. Sorry, excuse me. All the roots, they're full of polyphenols and flavonoids. And that helps in longevity of life, for life, and in healthy aging as well. It helps in skin health, gives you a radiant and a smooth skin. So these are the advantages of this tea, and if somebody wants, they can adjust it, for sure. So I've just been showing you the method. And I've told you my biggest challenge was about the body types. Now, if any questions are there, please feel free to send me those questions and I can answer them for you. As far as the glow tea is concerned, so I've shown you both the methods. One is this, where I know it's not yet 15 minutes as I subscribe, but you can see some of the leaves and herbs have opened up here. Now, I personally, and most of my clients, they like to drink this tea as it is, and they take in all the herbs and roots, the sediments, you can say. And there is, I forgot to tell you, this little lemongrass also in it. If it is not warm enough for you after 15 minutes, especially in winters, you can put it just for 10 to 15 seconds in the microwave. Now, I love these sediments. It tastes little sweet, little spicy, very subtle in spiciness, but you can feel it when it comes, especially at the bottom, the sediments. So that is glow tea number 1 formula and healthy aging. So it is not meant for anybody who's above a certain age. Why I say 20s, because that's when our body starts degenerating and we start thinking about going for a facial and so on and so forth. Right then, that was it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with glow tea formula 2. That's for fighting some